Hi, so welcome to the first installation of Rapping with a Phoenix. And I've been given the challenge of doing one live video every day, and I'm happily taking up that challenge. So I was reminded today through a conversation with a friend of some things that had happened in my past around receiving. And also, some coaching clients definitely were going through this same issue that I had had. So, what happened when I first divorced and when I had some challenges, financial challenges, logistical challenges, as a newly single mother, as someone in great financial difficulty in a foreign country? I had been kind of catapulted into a situation where I needed a lot of help. I needed other people's help. I wasn't capable of doing it on my own. And that experience for me was terrifying. It felt humiliating. It felt degrading. It felt completely powerless. It was something that for me at first was really negative. And I learned later that it was actually coming from a shadow place. It was coming from a codependent kind of state where I had created a habit of needing to be needed. So I was this person who took care of everyone, took care of everything, had it all under control, kind of the person that you would call in an emergency. I could always take care of myself, didn't need help from anybody else. Almost was repulsed by other people wanting to help me, pretty much like, yeah, why are you trying to help me? I can take care of myself. That's so offensive that you would even ask. Obviously, I can take care of myself. I've got it all under control. That was me. And, part of that is pride, part of that is ego, but a lot of that was just the need to be needed and the need to be in that position of not needing anything from anyone else. That had me feeling powerful. Of course, that was an illusion. Of course, we all need each other. Of course, we are living in a community, whether we want to or not. However much we try to detach from one another, we are not omnipotent, omniscient beings. So, of course, we need one another. And it was a beautiful lesson for me to have to go through it. And in these holiday times, I think there are instances where people would want to be really generous with us, or where we can be really generous with people who have less than us, or people who are going through a hard time. If it's financial, fantastic. Also, if it's emotional, just time spent together, just reaching out, thinking about them, having them in our close to our hearts, in our inner circle is also, for me, that's the biggest generosity, is the giving of self. But in whatever way that we might be receiving someone's help, being in a state of gratitude and a state of worthiness is something to me that is essential to our well-being. When we receive something and when we are repulsed by it, I think many times, at least for me, it was hugely related to a sense that I wasn't worthy. That I wasn't worthy of receiving it, and that if I had to receive it by force because I couldn't take care of myself, or I couldn't go pick up the kids, or couldn't do this or that, that made me even more unworthy. The need to have someone help me made me even more unworthy, which is obviously a lie. It's a lie. It is a lack of self-love. It's a lack of self-worth. And so when we allow ourselves to receive, it's the recognition of our worth. It's the recognition that we deserve to receive as well as give. It's a flowing river. It's a circle. It keeps going around. We give, we receive, we give, we receive. If we're not receiving, there's a blockage in that river. There's a block in the energetic flow, and it will make us sick. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Mignon. So yeah, if you're blocking that flow, it's making you sick. It's making you sick. So keep that flow going. Keep it open. You are worthy of receiving. Receiving help from others is a really, really healthy thing. In fact, sometimes even forcing yourself to ask for it is a really healthy thing. During the holidays, people who want to be superheroes, like I used to want to be and still frequently struggle with, we have a hard time asking people for help or asking people to take on part of the holiday burden. Who's going to cook what meals? Who's going to, go shopping for this? Who's going to be watching the kids? Who's going to be planning the activities? All of those things. We need to ask for help. It's a beautiful thing to express generosity ourselves and to allow others to also express generosity, because guess what? That brings us joy. So, okay, have a beautiful day. Bye.